Hey, I've not heard anything yet, but it's just past midnight, so they could call at any time. I've been recording tons of stuff onto my pad. Loads of images came up about the war, which I wasn't going to save, but then I realised that the colonists in Breel, they left before war broke out. So maybe it's good that they could see what actually happened and meet someone who was so active in the war. Because of who my father was, I knew a lot of people in Parliament and even the PM. And so when I was enlisted, because of my astrophysics and astrosciences diplomas, they put me in defence. We weren't building big weapons to destroy our enemy, we were building shields. We wanted personal shields for the men and women on the front line and huge shields to cover the cities. And because we weren't building weapons, the Ceruleans helped us build this diffuser cannon which would stop all laser fire. And it worked. It stopped all fire, we could capture the enemies and take them away. No one was injured, no one was killed. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for the warring factions to realise this and stopped using laser cannons and started using old-style guns. Shields weren't effective against old-style bullets being fired, and millions of people died on every single continent. But it wasn't guns or shields or anything that we could build that stopped the war. It was the realisation that what they were fighting for was pointless. When the Ceruleans landed, we talked to them about religion, and they dismissed the idea. They've been around for over 100 million years. Humans have been around for 200,000. And they've seen a lot. They've seen a lot of the universe. And when they gave us the complete map of our universe, it was over 10 times bigger than anyone had ever dreamed of. But more than that, our universe is part of a multiverse. And there are almost an infinite number of universes in there. And religion just doesn't make sense anymore. You know, when religion was founded 2,000 years ago, or whenever, it was, the Earth was flat and the sun revolved around us, and that was it in the entire galaxy. And we just know that that isn't true now. The Cerulean said that most new species pray to deities as a way to find themselves or realise why they're here or try and explain what's going on when there isn't that much information. But now we have the information and religion's defunct. You know, there's no need for it anymore. And even though it's not conclusive evidence, it was enough to sway more than half the population. And that's why war broke out. Because the ones who couldn't accept that religion was a fraud warred with the people who did accept it. But after 4 or 5 years of fighting for God or whatever, they realised that they were actually wrong. And so the war was stopped by people dying or surrendering. And that's when the massacre of Earth began, because without the threat of heaven or hell or God or the devil, people found they had no moral compass. I was right. This does need saving.